It is 3 a.m. Teacher Kobayashi stares at a desk buried under lesson plans, running on caffeine and a fading sense of duty. Her exhaustion is a direct result of a major logistical shift. When Singapore rolled out the full subject-based banding framework, it dismantled the traditional academic streaming system. Instead of teaching a room full of students at the exact same academic level, educators now face a single classroom containing vastly different proficiency levels. Students categorized as G1 for basic, G2 for standard, and G3 for advanced are sitting right next to each other. This creates a very severe instructional dilemma. Pitching the lesson to the middle leaves the G1 students confused, while the G3 students finish early and lose interest. The policy's goal of ensuring no student is marginalized is ethically sound. However, requiring one teacher to manually design 3 distinct, parallel lesson tracks for every single hour of instruction has created a massive workload for frontline educators. At the height of her burnout, her laptop screen emits a gentle green glow. The Gemini AI assistant boots up, offering to construct a custom tool to handle the load. But an AI cannot simply guess how to teach. Before generating a single word, it requires a strict knowledge base to anchor its logic in actual educational standards. You have to download the official Ministry of Education syllabus, in this case the secondary science PDF, and upload it directly into the AI's memory bank. Grounding the AI in the official state curriculum forces the system to prioritize verified academic standards over its own probabilistic patterns. It creates a closed loop of data that minimizes the risk of the model inventing non-existent educational theories. This 2x2 matrix represents the architectural blueprint needed to control the AI, known as the PTCF framework. It stands for persona, task, context, and format. We start with persona. Instructing the AI with a generic, "you are a teacher," yields weak, generalized advice. Designating it specifically as a lead teacher in a Singapore secondary school forces the system to adopt a localized expert baseline for its logic. Next is task. You assign hard constraints to the machine. You specify that it must design a 60-minute lesson tailored specifically for a mixed ability classroom containing G1, G2, and G3 students. Explicitly defining the local expertise and drawing tight operational boundaries prevents the AI from drifting into irrelevant or inaccurate content. This diagram illustrates the third pillar, context. Here, you embed the precise ethos of the Singapore curriculum philosophy into the AI's behavioral rules. You demand that all tiered tasks, regardless of their difficulty level, maintain a unified, overarching learning objective. The paths may differ, but they all lead to the exact same destination. The final pillar is format. Without strict visual guidelines, the AI defaults to dense, unreadable paragraphs that take a significant amount of time to decipher. You dictate the exact structure required, a 10-minute universal engagement hook, followed by a markdown table that clearly separates specific scaffolding for basic learners and extension challenges for advanced students. Forcing the AI to map its output to a rigid structural format gives you an instantly usable classroom asset, eliminating the need to manually reformat the text. With the custom framework built, the heavy lifting is finished. From this point forward, the teacher only needs to provide simple, everyday conversational inputs. Kobayashi types her specific daily variables, a science class on cell division, a roster of 30 students, and a request for highly visual scaffolding support targeting the G1 group. The output is instantaneous and precise. The AI assigns clay modeling to the G1 students, sequencing cards to G2, and an advanced cancer cell mutation case study to G3. The PTCF framework takes the manual labor of tiered planning, which used to consume entire nights, and executes it in exactly 30 seconds. This time-lapse captures the next morning. The exhaustion is gone, and the classroom is functioning with high energy and internal harmony. The lesson opens with the 10-minute universal hook, a video of a wound healing. It captures the entire room's attention, placing everyone on common ground before the work diverges. During the tiered phase, G1 students physically mold clay to grasp basic cellular concepts, while across the same room, G3 students dissect complex biological mutations. An observing director watches the process unfold. Students learn at vastly different speeds within the same 4 walls, and no one is left behind. National education policies rely on heavy logistical execution on the ground. By acting as a computational co-pilot, The AI handles the complex categorization of differentiation, allowing the educator to simply focus on teaching. Mastering the persona, task, context, and format pillars allows educators to significantly streamline their preparation and reclaim hours of their personal time. But as the school day ends, a massive mountain of English composition scripts lands right on the desk, demanding intense manual grading. The initial hurdle of lesson planning has been cleared, but the immense manual burden of assessment is still waiting. Conquering that stack requires a completely different engine, and we will build it in the next episode.